This is our 8253 timer. So what is this timer is? So you know what is a timer is, isn't it? So what is a timer? A timer is a circuit which will on a signal after a certain time. Otherwise, it will off a signal after a certain time. Okay. So this is what the normal timer is. Okay. So which will on a device or off a device, isn't it? So likewise, see here there are three counters, counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2 are used to timer operations. So these counters are used for timer operations. Okay. So see this, already we have seen the same type of diagram previously in 8255. See, we have a data bus buffer. So this is what transmitted from the microprocessor. Then read write control logic. So in the read write control logic we have A0, A1. You know what is this, write, read, everything. Okay. So you need you know what about a control register is internal bus, counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2. Okay. So for making this timing operation we need a counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2. There are three different counters present in this 8253. You can use any counter. So counter 0 you can use, counter 1 or counter 2. Okay, for doing your timing operations. If you want to create any timing operation, you can use this counter 0, counter 1 and counter 2. So each counter is having three independent signals, very important signals. So one is clock, gate, another one is out. So what is this clock, gate and out? Okay, so clock is what the signal by means of which the counter will count the number. So if I am saying that after 3 count you have to on a signal, after 3 count you have to off a signal. So how come a counter knows whether the 3 count is over or not? So by means of this clock only. So clock will show you the frequency of 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so why we need this clock? So see, if I am saying 3, so how can you count 1, 2, 3? This is a count 3. So you can also count like this, 1, 2, 3. So now the count is increased, isn't it? So there must be a standardized count which will be recognized by the counter to count a timing, isn't it? So that is given by means of this clock. Okay, ma? So then what is this gate? The gate is used to enable the clock signal inside this counter. So what is this? When the gate is on, then only this clock signal can enter inside this counter. Okay, then what is this out? Out is what the signal coming out of this counter after the clock signal, after the count is over. So after the count is over, so the output is given by means of this out pin. So likewise for each and every counter we have three signals: clock 0, gate 0, out 0, clock 1, gate 1, out 1, clock 2, gate 2, out 2. Okay, so in this we have A1 and A0. So what is this? So A1 is 0, A0 is 0, counter 0 is selected. A1 is 0, A0 is 1, then counter 1 is selected. So likewise, so you know this already, isn't it? So then it is also again an IC which can be connected along with the microprocessor. See, this is what the IC diagram of your 8253. See, here you have a clock 2, out 2 and gate 2. Okay, so in the same manner we have a control register in this 8253. So using this control register we have to put the control word in this control register which will assign the mode and operation of this 8253. So what is, there are different modes. So you have to set this 8253 in a perfect mode. So you have to set this in a different configuration. So that all done by means of this control word which we are going to transfer in this control register. This is your control word of 8253. So see here, so the first two bits are used for selecting the counter. If you put 0 0, the counter 0 is selected. If you put 0 1, counter 1 is selected. So likewise this is over. Okay, see, this is your you leave this, come here. So M2, M1, M0. So this is used for selecting the mode of your 8253. So how to use the different modes of this 8253? See, if this is 0 0 0, then mode 0 is selected. 001, then mode 1 is selected. 10, then mode 2 is selected. 11, then mode 3 is selected. 100, then mode 4 is selected. 101, mode 5 is selected. Okay, ma? So how many mode totally now? So there are 6 modes of operation of 8253. So in 8253 we have 6 modes of operation. So what is this? So this last bit is BCD. So BCD means what? If you put 0, then you can count it by means of hexadecimal. Okay. So the counter will count the sequence in a hexadecimal manner. If it is 1, then the counter will count in BCD manner. Okay. So what is BCD? So BCD means it will count from 0 to 9. If it is hexadecimal, it will count from 0 to 16, isn't it? So totally it will count in a hexadecimal manner. If you put 1, then it will count in BCD manner. So this is what the control register, control word of 8253. So what is this RL and R0? So if it is 00, then it will latches the counter. Latches the counter means you can read the counter at the time of the running also. So if it is 01, then LSB only, read write LSB only. So what is this read write LSB only? So this means that your counter is operating only in the 8-bit operation. Okay, your counter is a 16-bit counter. Counter 0, counter 1, counter 2, all are 16-bit counters. So you can make it as a 8-bit counter and also as a 16-bit counter. See, if you put 01, then it is a 8-bit counter, but it reads only the LSB. Okay, ma? So if it is a 10, then MSB only. Now also it is a 8-bit counter, but it reads only the MSB value. Okay, MSB means most significant bit. LSB means least significant bit. If it is 11, then what is the operation? The operation is LSB first and MSB then. So this is a 16-bit operation. So it will read the LSB first and then the MSB. Okay, ma? So this is the control word. So I said you that there are 6 modes of operation in 8253. So what are these 6 modes of operation? Mode 0, mode 1, mode 2, mode 3, mode 4 and mode 5. So mode 0 is interrupt on terminal count. Mode 1 is programmable monoshoot. Mode 2 is rate generator. Mode 3 is square wave generator. Mode 4 is software triggered strobe. And mode 5 is hardware triggered strobe. Okay, so these are the 6 modes of your 8253. You can make any type of timing operation in this 6 modes. Okay, so let me explain you this 6 modes in a simpler way. What is this mode 0 is? Mode 0 is interrupt on terminal count. Interrupt on terminal count. Okay, so before that you need the signals to be known by you. So this is your clock signal. So I said you that there must be a clock signal to understand the counting operation of your 8253, isn't it? So if you want to count, first this clock is needed. So clock is needed. Okay, then after this you need to give the count. You need to give the count. So what is the count? Okay, so count is given by means of a see. So this is what the count signal. So if I put 4 here, okay, so count is 4. So this is from the right signal. Okay, right signal puts the count is 4. Okay, so from this we will find the different operations of different modes of 8253. So first one is mode 0. Mode 0. So mode 0 is interrupt on terminal count. So what it will do? So before that you need to know these things. So your mode 0 and mode 3, in which output is high, output is low. Okay, so this you need to know first. So in mode 0 and 3, mode 0 and 3 output is low. For all other modes your output will be high. Okay, so from starting from the first one. So this is your mode 0. So output will be low. So we have to start with the low signal. Okay, so output is low now. So the count is 4. So from when you have to start the count? So these are your different clock pulses, isn't it? So see here, in this your clock starts from this area only. Why? Because after this count is over, after the writing count is over, this is what the first negative edge. Okay, so this is your rising edge and this is your falling edge. So you have to start from the next falling edge. So this is from here only you have to start the operation. Okay, so what is the operation? So you have to count from here. So your how much count you need? 4. Okay, so which is a one cycle? So from this area to this area is one cycle. So if this area to this area is one cycle, because this is the same point here, isn't it? So this is 1. Okay, so how many count you need? 4. So this is your 1. So after this is your 2. So this is your 3 and this is your 4. Okay, so after this, so at this place, so up to this it will count. So after that the output will go high. So this is your mode 0. So what is that? So the mode 0 will be started with low output. So low output, so after the count is obtained, it will start to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the count is over, then it will make this output high. Okay, so this is your mode 0. Okay, then what about your mode 1? Okay, mode 1, what is the name of the mode 1? Mode 1 is programmable monoshoot. Programmable monoshoot. So what is this programmable monoshoot is? Same thing. So whether the output is high or low for this mode 1, so output is high. Okay, so I am starting with the high output. Okay, so from where the count will start? So the count will start after this only. Okay, so come on, start. So the count is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will not make the count like this. So whenever the clock count is given, it will make its output low. Okay, so after that it will maintain the output low up to the count value. Then again it will make the output high. So this is what the operation of mode 1. This is programmable monoshoot. What is this? The output will be high at the starting. So when the count is given, at the sudden it will make its output low. Then it will maintain the output low for the count times. Then after the count is over, then it will again make the output to high. Okay, so this is what mode 1. Okay, then what about mode 2? So what is the mode 2 name? Name of the mode 2 is rate generator. Rate generator. So what is this rate generator will do? Okay, so whether the what about the output is high. Okay, so starting your output will be high. So what it will do? So it will start counting from this area. So 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, but your count is 4, it will stop at its 3. Okay, so in its 3 it will make a low output. It will make the output low for one cycle. Then again it will make the output high. Okay, again it will start from this area. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So again it will make the output high for the next 3 clock cycles. Okay. So again it will make your output low for another 1 clock cycle. Okay, another 1 clock cycle. Okay, so this is what a rate generator is. Rate generator. So first initially it will make the output high. So the high output will be maintained. Then after the count is given, it will start count. Whether it is given 4, then it will count up to 3. 1, 2, 3. Then it will make the output go low. Then it will maintain here for 1 cycle. Then again it will make the output to go high, and it will again count for 1, 2, 3. Then it will make the output to go low. So maintains here for 1 cycle. So this is your rate generator. Okay, rate generator. Then next one is mode 3. So what is this mode 3 is? Square wave generator. So what is a square wave generator? So what about the output of the mode 3? Mode 3's output must be low. So I have to start with low. So my output is low. So after this only my count will start. Okay, so I have to start my count. So the count is 4. So 1, 2. Okay, so I have to first make the output high. Okay, so output must be counted. Okay, now it is reached to 2. Okay, so after the 2 clock pulse, if 4 is given, divided by 2, it is 2. Okay, so up to that the output will be high, then the output will go low, then again it will be maintained in low for next 2 clock cycles, then again it will go to high, then again for the next 2 clock cycles it will be in the high state, then it will again go to low, then it will maintains in the, so it will go on do the same thing. Okay, so for the two cycles it will be high, and other 2 cycles it will be low. So for a 4 count. So what about for a 6 count? So it will be in a high for 3 cycles and it will be low for another 3 cycles. Okay ma? So these are your mode 3. Then what about your mode 4? So mode 4, what is the name of the mode 4? Mode 4 is a software triggered strobe. Software triggered strobe. So what about the output of this, whether it is high at the starting or low at the starting? So high. So what is the high means? So you have to start with the high output. So after this only we have to count. So start counting 1, 2, 3, 4. So up to that the output will be high. Okay. Then after this, so 4 count is over. After this it will make this output to low for 1 machine cycle. So for 1 machine cycle it will make the output to go low, then again it will make the output to come high. Okay, so this is what your software triggered strobe. So the last mode is hardware triggered strobe. Okay, so what is this hardware triggered strobe is? So hardware triggered strobe is nothing. So same software triggered strobe, but the count will start only after the gate is enabled. Only after the gate is enabled. See, for all these modes, the gate must be 1. Gate must be 1. If the gate is 0, then the mode will not operate. Okay. So you have to have in your mind that for all this mode, the count must be 1. Okay. See, in the same manner, this is your mode 5. In your mode 5, so mode 5 is hardware triggered strobe, isn't it? So what is the difference between software trigger strobe and hardware trigger strobe? So same thing, same type of count and all. Only difference is hardware triggered strobe is gate controlled. So what is meant by gate control? So I will explain you what is meant by gate control. Okay. So what are the different modes in this are gate controlled? So mode 1, mode 2 and mode 5 are gate control. All other modes are not gate control. That means that these other modes gates will be always 1, but mode 1, mode 2 and mode 5's gate will not be 1 at the starting, so it will become 1 after a certain time. Okay, so what is this gate controlled mode? So from this we can easily explain. See, this is what our clock, so the count is given, but from where it will start to count. So normally, so the count is given at this area, so it will search for the next falling edge. Next falling edge, what is the next falling edge is? So this is rising edge. So after the count, this is what the falling edge. Okay, so the count has to start from this area, isn't it? So for say how your mode 1 will be now. So mode 1 means the starting output will be high. So output is high. So from this it will start to count, isn't it? So what it will do? Suddenly the output will go low. Okay, then it will maintains for 4 cycles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it will maintains for 4. So when the 4 count is over, then it will again make this output high. This is mode 1. Okay, okay. Then what about gate control? Gate control means this will be done when your gate is high at the initial stage itself. So if your gate is low at the initial stage, then if the gate is high after here only. Okay, see, now only the gate is high. Okay, so gate is 0, now the gate is 1. Okay, see, where is your 1 gate is obtained? So after this only. So your count will not start from this negative edge. So from only after this falling edge only you have to start the count. So now the output will be, so output will be starting high. So again I am writing for mode 1, output will be starting high. Okay, so the count will start only after this point because the gate is enabled only after this area. Okay, so what will do, so the output will go low and maintains for the next 4 clock cycles. Now this is what 1 2 3 and this point is your 4. Okay, so fourth clock cycle will make the output high. Okay, so this is what a gate controlled mode. Okay, so what are the gate controlled mode? So mode 1, mode 2 and mode 5 are gate controlled mode. All other modes your gate will be always 1, always 1. So you need to know, you no need to think about this gate 0 and gate 1. Okay, so for only for mode 1, mode 2 and mode 5 you have to think about this gate. So you have to put this clock, you have to put the count, then also you have to put the gate, and then only you have to draw the output for what, for your mode 1, mode 2 and mode 5. Okay ma, so this is your 8253.